was given the invitation to go with a group of guys on a week-long ski trip. I love it. I love that sport and that activity. But here's what I decided. I was not gonna be the reason that the group couldn't have fun and go as hard as we wanted to go. So months ahead of time, I started doing very targeted exercises to build those muscles up that you don't normally use. And it paid off. When I got there, I was able to go hard every day, really enjoy the experience, and not be the weak link in the group. Why? Because nobody wants to be that guy, right? Why do I tell you that story? There is a similar experience, but much more weighty, when we get to Exodus chapter 17. The people of Israel, they've experienced the testings of food, 2 tests of water. Now the tests come of war. And the Amalekites attack the Israelites on their way to Mount Sinai. And it's this great epic battle where you can read of, where God demonstrates his power and victory over the Amalekites. But what's interesting is how the Amalekites attacked and who they attacked. Deuteronomy tells us that they attacked from behind and specifically attacked those that were lagging behind because they were weak and tired. Now listen, it's completely understandable that they would be weak and tired. They had been in the wilderness for weeks. They had been thirsty. They had been hungry. They had been stressed, traumatized, all the things. So I get that they were weak. But those were the ones that were attacked. God used it. God pointed it for his glory. Victory was done. Lessons were learned. So there's a lot to learn in that lesson and in that story. But specifically, what I want to address and challenge you with today, let's take that idea of knowing that a ski trip was going to come and the need to work toward it. Let's take the idea from Exodus 17 of the weak ones being attacked. And let's then evaluate and assess our life. It is important for us to be intentional and to be proactive on our self-care and our soul care to make sure that we are doing all that we can with a sense of responsibility and discipline to take care of our heart and to take care of our hands. I mean that spiritually and physically, so that we are positioned to respond when the attacks come, because they will come. We know the enemy is real. We know that he seeks to devour, to kill, and to destroy. We also know that there are some times that suffering comes because the Lord puts it on us for testing. The question is this: are we ready? Are we doing what we can do to build ourselves in the soul level and the personal level of our diet, our exercise, our mental health? All those things matter. Our soul strength, like the time that we're spending in the Word, the quality of time we're spending with the Lord, the community that we're building around us. For example, let's go back to Exodus 17. Beautifully, Moses had people around him. Joshua had soldiers who were equipped and trained he could call on into battle. They were prepared ahead of time for this moment, relationally and physically. There are principles there that I would caution and encourage you to be reminded of and maybe even motivated today to assess your current position as it relates to your personal wellness and your spiritual strength. How are you doing? Are there adjustments that you need to make in your diet, in your exercise? Are there adjustments you need to make in your habits for spiritual discipline? Are there relationships that you need to strengthen around you for community? Do an assessment and then be realistic on some changes that you can make. Listen, the reason most New Year's resolutions fail is that we try to go from 0 to 100. What is a 1% small change that you can make in your physical well-being and in your spiritual well-being? Just something small that will put you on a trajectory to build off of later. Maybe it's a diet change. Maybe it's an exercise change. Maybe it's I'm going to actually go to small group on Sunday and start getting involved in a group. One small thing. I'd love to hear what you come up with, and that become a path forward for you for soul care and self care so that when the attacks come, you are positioned to respond. I hope you're encouraged. Maybe this brings up more questions for you. If it does, don't hesitate to reach out, or also don't hesitate to share what is that thing that you want to put in place, because we'd love to hold you accountable and encourage you in that journey. Until next time, God bless.